今日は6月8日です. Yeah, so it's June 8th and 6:20 p.m. It's really hard to vlog during the week because I'm in and out of classes, and when I'm not in class, I'm doing now tutoring and constantly being on the phone with people or in meetings, so it's really hard to vlog. I also don't really feel comfortable vlogging at school. Just don't. But as I've talked about in my nightly reflections, there's been a lot of developments between this whole week with I think it's best to come home because this program is not at all what I was hoping, and I'm not getting out of it what I want to, and I'm really trying and putting in the effort, but there's been a lot of accusations about a lot of things, and I was very patient with these people for 2 weeks, and I was so miserable, always crying. I completely lost myself. I was so frustrated, had no conviction or confidence in myself, lost my self-esteem. Pretty dire stuff. But they sent me an email yesterday that made me snap. I was done. So now I don't really care. And I said to my parents, they don't know the monster that they created because I've been patient with them. Now I'm not taking any of their poop. So, we're gonna see if we can figure something out by early next week. If not, I'm probably just gonna come home because, I have never met a more horrible group of people. Teachers aside, they would sit and talk to me and say, we understand what you're going through, we get that it's hard, but tell me conflicting information within that meeting, and anything short of 100%, basically, they're threatening me with, saying that anything basically less than 100% is a violation, and that they could kick me out. Not super cool, considering I'm putting in a lot of effort. I'm putting in as much effort as I usually would, and I'm getting no results. I somehow have a B- in that class. B- is a lot lower than what I usually get. But for the fact that I'm not really understanding anything, it's an inaccurate reflection of my grade. Not to mention, this email I got was about my participation in the class. And a student is less likely to participate when they don't understand what's going on. That's me in this class. And I was told after this long string of, disappointing things that I had done in that class, there was 2 sentences saying, your participation was a lot better, but my grade was lower. So I don't know what they're saying. I'm very done with these people. I'm working with someone back at the university that runs this program to see if there's anything that she can do for me. And if there's no feasible plan that would allow me to stay and not continue with this atrocious academic program, I'm just going to come home. And, I think my parents really get it at this point. It's really unfortunate that, my trip is going to be cut several weeks short, but for me, I'd rather be at home with my family, being happy and enjoying my summer than being miserable. I haven't been able to practice saxophone since Sunday because I've been so mentally exhausted from preparation for this class, of which I'm never even fully prepared for, and I get yelled at regardless, so yeah. A lot of reasons why I haven't really been vlogging this week. I don't really know what I'm going to do this weekend. I know Sunday, my host family and I were going to a temple about 10 minutes from here. So that'd be super cool, but I'm still weighing my options of what to do tomorrow. I'm thinking of maybe going to Ginkakuji, which is what the bell tower is based on. I was thinking of maybe going to different shrines. I was thinking of maybe going to the Ghibli store because I didn't get to do that last week. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know how much time I have left, but I hit 2 major things last week, and that was really, actually 4 major things last week. Maybe I'll go to another game store. I don't really know, but that's all for Friday. just coming back from shopping. I'm about like 10 minutes from home. It was fun though. I went to a bunch of stores. I went to a game store again because I can't control myself, but I got a good game for a good deal. I'll show that later. I went to the first Wendy's kitchen, and I haven't eaten the food from there yet, but we'll see how that is. I went to go get makeup to see what it's like in Japan, and it was fun getting to walk around more, see more cool things, etc., etc. So I just got home. Oh my god, it's so hot out, but so I'm gonna show some of the stuff that I got. So in this bag, I got food, and what's interesting about this food, it's from the Wendy's First Kitchen. So I thought that was kind of cool. Partway, I got really thirsty, so I got this cute little apple juice. Then I got a bunch of other things. I mostly got Kit Kats. I got 4 different kinds, most of which I probably won't even eat. I got them mostly for friends to try, because I've had a lot of those before, but you know, I get what I can get while I'm here, because a lot of the crazy flavors that I really like, they're region specific. But if I go to Tokyo at some point this summer, I will definitely go visit. They have a Kit Kat chocolateria or something like that. But yeah, I got some Kit Kats and stuff, and some other little candy things to try. I got some, this is the eyeliner. I got Shu Uemura. Gotta get the pronunciation right. I got eyeliner from them and some stuff for my lips. I also got like a Sakura face wash thing from them, which was really cool. Let me get that. As I move around all this crap, I gotta clean my bed after this, but I got like a Sakura face wash thing because I thought that'd be cool to try. See if I need more natural stuff for my face. And the last cool things that I got are presents for the most part. So I got this, I want to make sure it's in the shot. I got the Zelda amiibo for a friend of mine. I got Majora's Mask for the 3DS because I've never played it. I still have to finish Ocarina of Time, but like, it's next. And then because I have no self-control and this one was better, this one has a box. This is my favorite video game of all time. If you know my channel, you know how much I love Chrono Trigger. I've done a Chrono Trigger album, like, it's my favorite game of all time. So yeah, lots of cool stuff at the stores today. Got all my homework and stuff on my bed, and like all my crap. It's kind of messy, but yeah, it was fun this afternoon. It was so hot though, and I can't wait to relax for a bit before my host mom and I are actually gonna make gyoza for dinner, so I'm super excited. Ohayo, kyou wa 6月desu. That's definitely wrong. Anyway, it's June 10th, and we're leaving to go to a temple pretty soon, so I'll see you guys there. Hello. So it's much later than that first clip. I couldn't actually really film anything inside the temple because I thought it was going to be kind of like an exploratory thing. But there was a service that we attended because I didn't fully comprehend, but you have an obligation to go X amount of times for certain purposes. And the ceremony was very interesting. The guy was sitting... Oh my god, I forget the name of the style, but I'll probably put text. But he was sitting in this style, and he never faced us, and he was doing kind of like chant stuff, or like, but with actual words. And like there were some instruments involved, and the most interesting one was there was a drum that when he rang it, it was pitched, it was a tritone. But it was definitely a very interesting experience. I had to do some things and just watch by, like, you know, do by observation kind of thing. But it was very interesting. They had a lot of snacks. So before and they had like these little shrimp cookies, which I'm not a big fan of shrimp, but they were okay. Then there were like a bunch of other snacks, and they had like fruits and stuff for afterward. And my host family was just like, yeah, take all these snacks. I don't even know what half them are. But then afterward, we had a nice lunch, and then I practiced, did some work, took a nap. Then it was time for dinner, and I wasn't super hungry. I'm probably gonna go eat a snack soon. But I've just been kind of relaxing. I have a test tomorrow, but I'm so tired right now. Like, that nap was really good, but I still felt really groggy afterward because I slept for a half hour, my alarm went off, and then I fell back asleep for another hour. Yeah, but today was nice and relaxing. Tomorrow I have a test. It's gonna rain tomorrow, and my plans are to go to Ginkakuji. So yeah, I did all my homework in advance so that I could go do that, because I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. It seems to be the constant theme, but by Wednesday I will definitively know. I'm giving everyone until Wednesday because I can't really do anything. It's waiting on other people, which is not something I really do, or that I like doing. So, yeah, that's it for today. Hello, it is June 11th. It is 3:24 p.m. So I got home a while ago. My plans were to go to Ginkakuji today, but I am not feeling well at all. I've had a headache all day. I try to avoid taking medication if I can, unless it's like absolutely unbearable. It's not unbearable, but I'm just not feeling very well. I feel very tired, even though I got a lot of sleep this weekend. So I'm just gonna go next weekend. But the good news is I did all my homework through Wednesday, so I have a little bit of a buffer to just kind of relax, because Wednesday is decision day. No, not for a college. It's giving everyone involved until Wednesday to let me know how viable it is to stay in Japan without continuing with the academic program, which I don't really think it is, but I don't know. Like, we'll see what can be done. So yeah, I'll go to Ginkakuji this coming weekend, regardless of what happens, but yeah, I'm just not feeling very well. So yeah, can't do it tomorrow, and Wednesday's kind of important to be around. So yeah, alright, bye. Konnichiwa, it's really loud. So today is June 13th, it is Wednesday. Yeah, that sounds right, yeah. 今日は6月13日です。Japanese. So, today I went to class, but I really wasn't feeling well before class, and I had horrible stomach pains, so after my first class, I left. I just came home, I took a nap, and I didn't really feel any better. I took some medicine, it didn't really help. My stomach has been bothering me the past few days, but, it started to get better. I think a lot of it is stress-related, because things have not been fun this week. Because it's really just like down to the last, minute of this decision where I'm waiting on a lot of people. So yeah, that's what's going on, but I feel a lot better. I had some like udon soup, basically. It was really, really yummy. My host mom brought it up to my room. She was so sweet to do that. She made me tea, she's been very helpful. So then I went out because I wanted to get some ginger ale, and I couldn't find any. So I got, it said lemon water, and I assumed that was literally going to be water with lemon, but it's more like lemonade. It's still, okay, because lemon helps with digestion, and, I mean, I can't read all of the ingredients, unfortunately, to see if there's sugar, but, it does have sugar, and let me tell you, I wish they had this in America. So this looks kind of funky, but there's ice cream in it, and it's like a waffle cone. Oh my god, it's genius. America needs to have these. They're really yummy. Alright, so yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. Hopefully that keeps up. I'll have a decision by tomorrow morning of what's really gonna happen. So, yeah. That's what I can tell you for now. I'll at least be here through the weekend because my ticket, which I was like getting for Monday, has already doubled in price since I looked at it 2 days ago, which is crazy. It went from like $1,400 to like $2,600. It's kind of scary. But yeah, so I'll see what I can do. I have a lot of things on a list to do. I would like to try some fluffy pancakes before I leave because I know it's a huge thing in Japan. Which there are some places in Kyoto. I'd like to go to Ginkakuji, which is pretty close in the Philosopher's Path, which is like, you know, a 15-minute walk from there. Then there's like a thrift shop, and I would like to get something for my brothers, ideally. So yeah, and then my dad was telling me, he's like, you know, if you want to go get a kimono or yukata, like, you know, that's on, like, you know, it's a present from me and your mom, and that's super nice. I couldn't really find one that I liked, and a lot of them were super expensive, but, you know, we'll see, and if not, when I come back in late July, I'll give it another shot. おはようございます。今日は6月14日です。There's construction. There's always construction. So I decided not to go to school today because I still don't feel well. I'm waiting on one last thing before I make a decision. But I think ultimately I'm just gonna go home. I just think it's what's best for me at this point. We'll see. I spoke to the woman at the university last night. Last night for me, in the morning for her. And she just needed to check on one little technical thing, because there is a slight chance that I would be able to stay. They wouldn't be able to help me coordinate anything, and that's fair, obviously. But I didn't go to school because my stomach is still a mess, and I'm pretty sure it's stress. I like told my host mother I wasn't feeling well, and she just told me to stay home. So I emailed, you know, the schools. I emailed my parents just to let them know what was going on. But yeah. My stomach has just been bothering me ever since the phone call it was bothering me before, but it settled for a while until a bunch of phone calls that I had to make last night. So, yeah, it's just very nerve-wracking because I'm doing what I can, but at this point, my fate is in other people's hands, and it's something that I kind of want to know the answer to now. Given, you know, how long I've had to wait for so many things to get 0 answers, I think, you know, it's very stressful. I honestly just feel as though the best thing is to come home. Like, I've really enjoyed my time in Kyoto. I think, like, giving it 3 weeks was definitely a good decision instead of just trying to turn it in after the first week. I've learned a lot about what to do, what not to do when it comes to teaching. And I got to explore a lot of cool things, and I think if my trip wasn't potentially expedited, I probably wouldn't have done all the cool things that I wanted to do. And I'm going to do a few more things this weekend, but then honestly, I feel like I'll have done everything I've wanted to. And I'm sure there's always going to be more, but for the foreseeable future. So I'd rather, you know, come home and spend that time with my family and do fun things with them and not stress about school. That doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, that's just kind of where things are at. Hopefully I have a decision by, you know, the time I go to bed, which will be in like 12 hours. But for now, I'll probably just attempt to do some work and relax. Maybe play some saxophone or something. But yeah, that's all for now. こんにちは。今日は6月15日です。Yeah, so today's June 15th. I just got home from school, and today was my last day of class. And that's because I am choosing to withdraw from the program. I ultimately think it's really the best decision, given a lot of circumstances. It got to the point where, you know, I was in physical pain because of stress. But, you know, they were very understanding of everything, which I really appreciated. And I feel a lot better having made this decision because I think if I left after 1 week, I would have had a lot more regrets about things, but you know, I think 3 weeks was a lot of time to really give the program a chance and to do what I needed to do. But ultimately, like, I think it's the best decision to return home. So I'll be going home at some point next week. Not 100% sure when, but yeah. I really just think it's the best decision. So, there will be vlogging things happening over the weekend and me going to do stuff before I go. So yeah. Like, I feel a lot better having made the decision. Ultimately, it was the best decision, considering, like, I wouldn't really be allowed to stay with my host family even after I left the program, because I was told that I was, but there's, like, little nuancy things that would kind of prohibit me from doing so. And if I tried to do a music program thing now, like, you know, I'm only here 4 more weeks, I didn't set it up beforehand, even though I attempted to with several places, several times. You know, to go up to a place and be like, hey, I speak minimal Japanese and I'm here for 4 weeks. Things aren't going to go so well. You know, I could spend weeks looking for something and then not achieve it, and then I'm kind of wasting my time where, you know, I could be at home doing very fulfilling work and spending time with my family. So, yeah, that's what, you know, that's what I'm going to do. But tomorrow this weekend I have a lot of things I want to do. The goal is to go to Ginkakuji tomorrow and the Ikondo Path, which is the Philosopher's Path. Super beautiful stuff. Pretty close to here, so I'll be doing those 2 things, and then there's like a music thing happening with my host brother, I believe. The mom mentioned it to me. And then Sunday I'll be a little bit closer, just doing like little things. But yeah, I have to talk to my host mom tonight, which, you know, I'd rather do it today than wait till tomorrow to give her as much preparation, and just so I only have to talk to her in my limited Japanese because she doesn't speak English. So I think after dinner I'll talk to her about it. That's going to be a really tough talk. But I think she'll understand. She understands that I've been under a lot of stress and that I'm really struggling. Because I mentioned it to her kind of like in passing, but yesterday I told her in greater detail, to the best of my Japanese ability, more of the issues that I was experiencing. So yeah, hopefully that goes well. But yeah, so I'll only be here a few more days, but I'll be back at the end of July with my family, and I'm super grateful for everything that they've done for me. Like, you know, they encouraged me to do a study abroad. They helped me every step of the way, emotionally, financially. Like, they helped me with everything, and it's really important to me, as you can see, because I'm kind of tearing up a little bit. Their support means the world to me. And so to all my friends, like people that I know from high school, people that I know in college, people from YouTube, like everyone has been incredibly supportive and wanted me to succeed, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. That was super emotional. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing, but like I think I'm making the right decision. But I'm still gonna get emotional because, you know, it's tough to leave, and also, like, people have done a lot for me, and there are times where I don't feel as though I deserve it. Hey, I'd rather have that sentiment than be like, I deserve everything. Just not how I am, but I'm really grateful for everything that everyone has done for me to get me to this point. So it's several hours later from when I got home, and I just talked with my host mom about everything, and she seemed very understanding and, like, was okay with everything, and, like, that was really awesome to get to have, where, you know, she was very okay with everything. She really understood because she knew that I was really struggling. Like, you know, I still got a little teary-eyed because I'll really miss her, but Monday we're planning to go to botanical gardens that are close by, which I think will be a super fun thing as, like, a conclusion. I'm not sure which day I'm leaving. I'm going to be sorting that out soon, but I'm glad that I've talked to her. I feel a lot better now. The fact that, like, you know, everyone knows now. I think I have to finish sending an email, but, like, everyone in Japan who needs to know knows that my departure is a lot sooner than we all expected. My parents know, and honestly, it was most important to me that my parents knew first and foremost, and, like, you know, I made the decision with them. And then, you know, it was very important that my host parents knew. And the school. It's kind of important for the school to know, but that wasn't my top priority. So yeah, I'll be leaving in a few days. I'm not sure exactly when, but, like, I've really enjoyed my time here. I really have. And I'm excited that I get to come back later this summer. But there's gonna be other fun stuff on the horizon, and I've had an idea for a project. Also, Japan vlogs will be coming out at some point. I'm going to break it up by week because I just edited the first week and it was already 20 minutes. So I really don't want to make like an hour-long video. I'd rather do by week just because like the first few days were super productive because it was before classes started, but then once classes started, things got very slow. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm kind of glad that, you know, my hardest conversations are over. Just gotta get ready for some goodbyes, but, you know, there's a lot to do between now and then to, you know, finish out my time and really enjoy it.